Top Dog Videos. 6 Things You Should Know Before Owning a Rottweiler. Are you considering a Rottweiler? These dogs are some of the most recognizable and well-known breeds in the U.S., and is known for its courage, loyalty and impressive and commanding presence. Rottweiler enthusiasts call their dogs Rotties, and though he or she might look a bit intimidating and have a bad reputation, this isn't exactly the truth when you really start to look into owning this breed. According to the American Kennel Club, the Rottweiler is the 9th most popular breed in the United States, and they were first recognized as a breed in 1931. Personality and temperament-wise, the Rottie is known to be loyal, trainable and a confident guardian. They were used as police dogs for many years, too, thanks to their strength. Once you know them, you can't help to love a Rottie, and these dogs, which can turn into gentle giants, will give their owners a lot of love in return. However, these are very large dogs, and not recommended for those who are not willing to put in the time and effort into training them, as this is a necessity when you take responsibility for a dog of this size and reputation. Rotties do have a certain reputation, and because of this, you may find that they are not permitted in certain areas or in certain homes, especially if you rent. If you are thinking about adding a Rottie to your home, you must make sure that you know what you are getting into. Here are the top 10 things you should know before owning a Rottweiler. Number 1. Rottweilers are not neat and clean dogs. Finally, though you will certainly fall in love with your Rottie, you should know that they can be quite messy, so if you are someone who puts cleanliness high on your list of priorities, a Rottie might not be right for you. First, Rotties can be destructive, and it would be quite unlikely for you to never have anything destroyed by your precious new pup. Chewing on shoes, your children's toys, and yes, even your sofa, are all prone to being chewed on by your Rottie. You must make sure to keep your belongings out of reach and confine your dog if they take a liking to chewing on furniture. Rottweilers are also well known for their drool. These big dogs will often spray saliva across a room every time they shake their head. If this bothers you, you should probably choose a smaller dog. Also, keep in mind that Rottweilers often have digestive problems, and they are well known for being gassy dogs, which of course, is not a pleasant experience, even if you love your dog. Number 2. Rottweilers require grooming, contrary to popular belief. Since Rottweilers have short hair, many people believe that they do not have to be groomed. This, however, is untrue. Your Rottie will still require regular brushing, eye care, ear care and more. This should start as soon as you bring your Rottie puppy home, and you should consider it a great bonding experience between you and your pup. First, Rotties are pretty low maintenance, but they still must be maintained. Always start any grooming routine with cleaning and brushing, and take time to rub the dog with your hands all over his or her body. This is to check for lumps, bumps, bites or other issues. You should also look into the dog's ears to ensure they are clean and no painful. You should check the paws, teeth and gums, too. Brushing the coat is extremely important, as you want to keep the hair free of matting and the skin free of irritation. Brushing also helps to distribute the dog's natural oil throughout the coat. When looking at your dog's eyes, ears and teeth, you want to make sure there is no redness, irritation or infection in them. You can wipe around the ears with a soft, wet cloth, but do not stick anything in the ears. You should also add a toothbrushing routine to your Rottie's grooming regimen, and you should start this when young so your dog gets used to it early. Number 3. Rottweilers and children can coexist. Some people believe that Rotties and children cannot coexist, but the truth is, with the right training and preparation, Rotties and kids are great companions, and can turn into the best of friends. If you have children and want to bring a Rottie into your home, get a puppy. This is the best way to ensure that there are no issues in the future with your dog and kids. First, you should never, ever leave a small child with any large dog without you bring there. Almost all incidents of injury to a child from a large dog occurs when an adult is not present. Even the most well-behaved and trusted dogs have instincts, and there are triggers that can cause a dog to rely on those instincts whether they mean it or not. You also must make sure that you teach your children to respect your dog and your dog to respect your children. Kids should know from the start that poking, pulling or prodding a dog is a no-no, and they will get bitten if they do this. Hitting or kicking the dog is also something that children should never do, as the dog will certainly react to that. As for the dog, when starting young, it is much easier to teach them that they must treat the kids with the same respect that they treat you with. They should learn to not jump or maul the child, and should learn to take commands from children including stay, sit, down, etc. Also, make sure that you are not allowing a child near the dog when he or she is eating. Many dogs have food aggression and will not hesitate to snap if bothered. Number 4. Rottweilers are prone to some serious health problems. You should also know that Rotties are prone to a number of health problems, some of them much more severe than others. For instance, cancer is a very common problem in Rotties, and the most common cancer is bone cancer. Orthopedic diseases are also very common in Rottweilers, and these include elbow dysplasia, hip dysplasia, laxating patella, and intervertebral disc disease. Heart disease is a very serious problem when it comes to Rotties, and this breed has a higher than normal risk of developing bloat, an emergency condition in the gastrointestinal tract. The most common health issue in the endocrine, hormonal system with Rotties is hypothyroidism, and according to research from Michigan State, approximately 14% of these dogs have low thyroid levels. You will also find that diabetes is found occasionally with Rotties, as is Addison's disease. You should watch out for skin diseases in Rottweilers, which may include allergies, sebaceous cysts, mange, skin infections, and sometimes vitiligo. Many Rottweilers also develop colitis, which is inflammatory bowel disease. This causes chronic diarrhea. Pancreas difficulties, epilepsy and blood clotting disease are also concerns for those who bring a Rottie into their life. Approximately 1 in 4 Rottweilers will develop eye diseases, such as cataracts, and puppies are more susceptible to developing dangerous conditions, such as parvovirus, than other dog breeds. Since Rotties are prone to so many health issues, it is important that you have a vet that you trust and who knows the breed well, and see this vet at regular intervals. Number 5. A lot. Due to the size of Rotties, you can expect your dog to eat a lot, and this can get expensive as they require high-quality food to remain healthy. Rottweilers are energetic and muscular dogs that require a diet that is very high in protein, something you won't find in a lot of grocery store brand dog foods. Instead, you will need to buy the dog food from pet stores that sell premium foods. These dogs require a food that is approximately 22 to 26% whole protein, and the food should have little to no grain. Rottweiler puppies do not require puppy food, in most cases, because they grow so quickly, and can be fed adult food when you bring them home. As for how much to feed them, most Rotties need about 2,100 calories a day, but they are prone to obesity, so you must make sure that you are watching that they do not get overweight. Also, active dogs will require more calories, up to 2,800 in some cases. This equates to 5-8 cups of food each day. A 30-pound bag of food has 120 cups, which will last, on average, 15-20 days for most dogs. For 1 year, feeding a Rottweiler a premium food would cost about $1,095, and per month, that would be about $90, $100, on average. Keep in mind, many Rotties have food allergies, so some foods might not work with some dogs, and you may need to choose special foods based on those allergies. Number 6. Rottweilers are not easy to train. Rottweilers are a bit hard-headed, And because of this, they can be difficult dogs to train. You must start training your Rottie puppy from the day you bring him or her home. Though the dog looks like a little ball of fluff right now, they won't always be this small and easy to train. As these dogs get older, they become more headstrong, and thus, more difficult to train. Even waiting until he or she is 6 months old can set you back with their training schedule.